All right. Hi, how are you? Just wanted to jump on real quick. We're getting ready to head out camping this weekend. Looking forward to that. It's going to be a nice weekend. But a couple things were on my mind before we headed out, and I just wanted to chat about them really quickly. I want to talk about the topic of food addiction. And a lot of people think that food addiction is a type of eating disorder, almost on the level of maybe anorexia or bulimia. Like, it's rare, some people are food addicts, but I believe that the vast majority of people are addicted to food. And because if you think about just all our everyday activities or special events, our holidays, going out, getting together with family, everything revolves around food. Then go into the grocery store and take a look at what's in the grocery store. And the amazing thing is when you eat carnivore, there's a weird switch that happens in your mind, and suddenly you start to look at food in a whole different light, and you get to see just more clearly the problems with the way we eat. If you go in the market, you go around the perimeter, there's real food there. You go around the dairy aisle, the meat section, produce, that's all real food. Everything in the middle is junk. It's highly processed, hyper palatable, food-like substances. It's not food, it's food-like substances. And most of us, especially if you're around my age, you grew up on a lot of this stuff and you thought of it as food. Saturday morning, you got up, you had your bowl of cereal with your Frosted Flakes, Captain Crunch, Lucky Charms. That was breakfast. We grew up on Pop-Tarts. We grew up on chicken nuggets, just donuts, cookies, chips, even things that are, meant to be real food, like packaged rice, seasoned rice, boxed macaroni and cheese, frozen dinners. All of it is presented as food, but it's not food. And our bodies are amazing. God created us amazingly that we've managed to actually still exist and live on the non-food substances we've been putting into ourselves. But our bodies just can't handle it forever. Eventually it catches up to us. We end up with type 2 diabetes, obesity, fatty liver disease, chronic health issues, chronic pain. And then all these things happen, especially as you start to get older, into your 40s and your 50s and your 60s. And then you think it's normal part of aging, that's how life goes. You feel pretty decent in your 20s and 30s, and then things starts going downhill. Next thing you know is you need a blood pressure medication, and then you need a statin, and then you're on constant roller coaster of trying to diet. You're trying to moderate these food-like substances and have them only occasionally. And a lot of people will talk about carnivore and say that it's food freedom, because it really truly is. It breaks a lot of that dependence on the need for the snacking and the need for the just constant food intake. I mean, most people live and think about food all day long. After they have breakfast, they're planning their snack, for the middle of the day. A lot of people have to bring stuff with them to lunch to nibble on until lunchtime. And then they have lunch, and then they have to nibble between lunch and dinner. And then after dinner, you go opening your cabinets or opening your fridge, and you're looking for a snack again. Our brains get very hyper-focused on the next tasty thing we're going to put in our mouth. And when you go carnivore, first of all, I want to say the food is tasty. I don't care who you are. Steak is tasty, ground beef is tasty, eggs are tasty, butter's tasty, bacon is tasty. That's it. No argument there. It's tasty. But it's satiating and it's satisfying, and it cuts off that carbs just keep re-upping our desire for more carbs. And when you stop eating carbs, you lose that drive for them. Now I'm going to say it's 100%. Like if somebody put a plate of donuts in front of me, I would say, boy, those look tasty, because they would look tasty. But I still wouldn't have one. Maybe on a special occasion, I would have a little nibble. Or on a birthday, I might have a couple bites of birthday cake. I'm not saying, I never say never. But on a day-to-day, regular, day in, day out, those foods are not on my mind. I'm not thinking about food between meals. It's food freedom, because you literally just stop thinking about it. You just do. I think if you ever asked someone, like, if you could just take a pill, because we all just apparently like taking pills instead of, doing the best for our bodies. If we could take a pill, but if you could take a pill and stop your food cravings and only eat when you're hungry and then never think about food, most people would say they would love that. They would love to just only eat when they're hungry, eat something that was satisfying and nourished them, and then be free from thinking about it after that. And that's what carnivore does. It's strange. If you hear people talk about it, you go on any YouTube, any influencer, anywhere, people who are on carnivore will talk about it as a miracle, because there's something miraculous about it. You heal illness. You feel amazing. I watched one guy today call it the superhuman diet, not the proper human diet, but the superhuman diet, because you literally start to feel like you have superpowers. You have energy, you have clarity, you have peace, you have calm, and then on top of that, you stop obsessing about food. And I think that would be so beneficial for society if more people moved to an animal-based diet, got off all of the fake food. All that does is profit large corporations. And that's something else to think about. Maybe that's a topic for another video. But two industries, the food industry and the drug industry. Do you think they gain or lose profit from you, A, being sick, and B, being addicted to their products? The food industry is going to keep making stuff that tastes really good and is really bad for you, because it can count on you to keep coming back again and again and again, and it's profit for them. And that's a big bonus for the drug industry, because the sicker you get, the more drugs they get to sell you. The world, society would literally change, like in enormous ways, in ways you can't even describe, if the vast majority of people ate an animal-based diet and, got off of the junk food. People would be smarter, calmer, have more mental clarity. They would be on less medication. They would be, those industries probably would not be very happy, because they would be out a lot of money. So when you think about that, with that they'd be out a lot of money, do you think they want you to eat healthier? Do you think they want you to move toward that type of diet? Or do you think they would push you in the opposite direction? Do you think maybe they'd push you toward, this granola bar is a health food. This energy drink is a health drink. Plant-based diet, that's the way to go, because it's the healthiest. You see cities and states trying to move away from meat. You have New York City taking meat out of kids' lunches. And this again is another topic for another time, because boy, can I go deep into this one. Watch what they're telling you not to do, and then think about it. Or telling you what to do. They're telling you to eat a plant-based diet, that all these kind of fake foods is perfectly fine to eat. Tufts University put out a table a couple months ago, including sugary cereals as health food, that it was healthier than eggs. Why do you think they do that? They know it's not. They're supporting industry. The whole world goes round on money. And take yourself out of being a unit of consumption. That's what big corporations and big government see you as. They don't see you as a human being. They don't see you as a person. They see you as a unit of consumption. And if more and more people pulled themselves out of the matrix, that's what I call it. I call it the matrix. Pulled themselves out and got healthy and really started to think, they would probably not be very happy, but that's okay. Anyway, these are some thoughts I was mulling around, knocking around in my head. Now I got to go finish packing and get ready to go camping. I'll try to take some pictures and some video and share them with you guys. All right? Thanks for listening. God bless.